slightly toxic.
No. And when they're inconsistent, don't like me one day and then the next day you don't. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time.
I'm nervous. I haven't done a talking.
I should be nervous.
Yeah, but I haven't done a talking video in a long time.
Sorry about that one.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have
Gia.
And today I will be asking Gia awkward and uncomfortable questions guys are too scared to ask.
Gosh,
just, like,
I'm so lucky to be here today.
I know, I really forced Gia to do this video.
It's okay.
But she's gonna have to answer them, and I'm also like kind of terrified.
Question one.
What is it like to be left on open?
Like you leave us unopen?
Yeah, like if a guy leaves you unopen, oh, my phone just dropped. How does it feel if I left you unopen? If you like the guy. Like, not if we're just friends, like if you like him.
Honestly, I worry that like I said something wrong. Or he just doesn't feel the same way about something. Like, I would rather you like snap a picture and not answer, you know what I'm saying? Then like I'm texting you and you don't answer, so like it's not a good feeling.
If you were like, how's your day? And I was like, it's good, what about you? And you're like,
you're bland. You're bland.
Okay, but like if I was like,
that's such a Sage thing though. Like I know exactly when I text him that like what the answer's gonna be.
yeah.
Like it's such a Sage thing.
So it just depends on the person, but I'm just saying pretty much you have a conversation, but a short one, and then I leave you on open. Does it still affect you? Because some people are like, oh, I still wanted to talk, you know? But I'm like, I don't have all day.
If it's
I don't have all day, I'm busy.
Really, if it's a really short conversation, then like no, but like if you're in depth and he just like doesn't answer, like that is something to worry about.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of messed up.
But no, like when I'm texting Sage, like he just doesn't answer sometimes, and like it's fine. Like I know that's Sage's personality.
Yeah. So get used to it.
Yeah.
All right, question 2. Does it matter if I snap or text you? Like, do you feel better about yourself if I Snapchat or text you?
It's personal preference, honestly, but like a lot of the time you don't have a guy's phone number when you start snapping them, you know what I'm saying? Like weirdly, I had your phone number first.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that was like before. I don't know, you were like also younger and like didn't have Snapchat probably.
Yeah, but like what? I don't know. I feel like if you're talking to a guy, it'd be more on like talking versus dating. Like dating, I could see texting. Talking, I could see Snapchat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, doesn't hurt to like text. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything else. Like, I don't know.
In my eyes, I feel like Snapchat's like chill. Like,
yeah, like
texting is like it's there
it's
forever.
Like I need you. Yeah, it's like I need you right now. Like it's an emergency. I would see text. But if I am dating you, I would say like it just brings it out of like a childish zone, you know? Like I feel like it could be childish to like only respond and text each other on Snapchat. I feel like text is more mature if you're dating someone, you know?
That makes sense.
Hopefully that makes sense.
All right, let's move on.
It's hot as hell in
I'm
here.
literally sweating. What is more important, FaceTime or call?
FaceTime? What? Some antisocial.
No, just insecure.
Social anxiety.
Yeah.
Neither of us like that, but
I would
Sage
choose
is worse.
no communication at all, only in person.
Yeah, I feel like if
Like
you're literally
in the olden days, like send me a letter.
Imagine I called you instead of like FaceTiming, like I get it, like, hey, I'm at your house, like answer the damn phone, but like FaceTime, like why would I can't imagine having a FaceTime conversation on the phone.
I guess. Like a full-blown conversation. Like my mom.
Like that is like my mom. Like
yeah.
I would,
Like, does your mom make FaceTime calls?
No.
Yeah, she like calls and like talks to them. But at the same time, I would rather just like, let's meet in person, you know? Like text like, oh, I'll see you.
Oh, that's really scary though.
I'd rather meet in person.
That's really scary. I would rather.
I feel like then my body is like there, I'm in it, but it's just my face. And I'm just like, hi.
Then they're Sage fixing his hair the whole time.
As I'm doing it.
No, but yeah, I would say FaceTime, and he would say not any communication whatsoever.
I would text to meet up.
Right.
In person. All right.
Next.
This one's intense. This is a good one.
Okay.
Do guys always need to pay?
No. That's bull. No. No.
Everyone has their opinion.
When you first meet and like say he takes you out to dinner, like yeah, if that was like a date, he's like, hey, I want to take you on a date, like hey, I want to go out tonight, let's go here. Like I feel like if you initiate it and like you wanted to take them out somewhere as like the first time you're really like going to dinner and meeting them, like yeah, I would see like if it was the guy, yes, like a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? But on and on, like if I want to go get ice cream, like we could just switch on and off. Like it's really not that difficult. But I would never make you pay every time if like you took me everywhere. Like no.
I think it's more like if you're going to dinner, then I think you should, like, the guy should pay every time. But let's say you're going like McDonald's or like something like a fancy,
like a smoothie or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm not making you pay for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It just depends. But I think if you're going like on a date, you're like, okay, let's have a date night and like go out to a nice restaurant, then I definitely think the guy should pay.
Yeah. To all the girls that say that the guy should pay every time, y'all are crazy.
Okay, we're on question 5. Ready?
Yes.
What should I not do on the first date?
Talk all about yourself.
That's difficult.
That's difficult for both of us. No, but like start a conversation that like we can both like interject, you know what I'm saying? Don't make it all, like I would try my best not to like if it was awkward, like sorry if I brought up a conversation that was mostly about me, but like he was being awkward, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't know, when you're first getting to know someone, I would like try to find interest. I would just say don't talk about yourself and laugh it off. Let's not make it awkward, guys.
I think first dates are like psycho.
Scary.
Like I don't know what they did
first
back
date.
in, like that just, the fact that people have proper first dates are like so weird to me.
That's like,
someone needs to cancel
like
first dates.
Books. That reminds me of like in books.
Yeah.
If my first,
like in a movie.
My first date, I would like want to watch like Netflix and chill.
People need to change.
Moving on.
All right, question 6. Can your boyfriend have a girl best friend?
If the girl best friend is my girl best friend.
But what if it's not?
Then I'd be skeptical. I mean, if you guys were best friends for years and years and years, like you know those relationships where like they're in school together, like they've been friends for a long time. But if it's like kind of someone from like a different school, like I'd be skeptical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it was like my girl best friend, I wouldn't have a problem. If it was a best friend that you've had for a long time, but like if it was someone that I didn't know from like a different school that like I was never introduced to and like I didn't become a really good friends with them, I'd be skeptical. But like,
what if she was like super rude to you?
I wouldn't allow it.
You would make
no, because if you're gonna
break or like stop being friends with her?
I wouldn't make them stop being friends. I would just want to know like if they were doing something together. I would just want to be aware of what's happening, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that makes sense.
I would never want to break up a friendship like that ever though, because whatever, but like if you don't like me, don't ruin my relationship with like him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it just depends on the situation. But I would never want to ruin it, but it just is respectful to like let your girlfriend know you're going to hang out with another girl, you know? I don't know.
What about the other way around? Like, are you allowed to have...
I can have guy friends, but it's, I think, the same exact situation. Like, you would have to know everything. He would have to be friends with you.
I feel like I wouldn't care. Like, if you had a guy best friend, I would be like, they would just be together if they really wanted to be together.
Such a sage thing to say. No, but it would be the same back and forth. Like, I would want him to be friends with you so, like, you'd be comfortable. Yeah. Other than that, though, let's not.
Question 7.
Okay.
Least favorite thing a guy does in a relationship?
Doesn't communicate. Oh, also, like, good morning and good night text, like, they do change a mood of a girl. Like, sounds crazy, but, like, the simplest little things, like, change a girl's mood and, like, how they feel that day, depending on, like, what relationship they're in. But I would say, like, if you don't communicate, and, like, my personal preference would be, like, in the morning, I would say good morning to you and, like, ask, like, what you're doing today, and, like, so that I know what you're doing, so if you don't answer at a certain time, I don't freak out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that I don't overthink.
So you just want communication throughout the whole day?
Yeah, not like I'm calling you every second, just like in the morning. Don't have to call, just text. I'll be like, good morning, what's up? Like, what's your day look like? And then same here, like little conversation here and there, and then go on with your day. And then throughout the day, like you can snap or something. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be crazy, and then at the end of the day, same thing. Like nothing like nothing no one can't do. Yeah. But like, I don't know, I feel like communication is a big part of like happiness in a relationship, so I would say that. Depends on the person though. You, on the other hand, would probably be like, let's just wake up and just say hi. And when they're inconsistent,
when they're
don't like me one day and then the next day you don't.
So they're like bipolar.
Yeah, pretty much. Like stay consistent, because it's such a turn off when they're not. Because it's like, oh, you have other hoes, okay.
Ooh, someone's mad. Someone is mad.
Anyways,
Question 8. Biggest turnoff. Probably the same thing as
inconsistency, when you don't look presentable. Like when we're not Sage.
I feel like I would, like, if you're getting groceries though, or like if you're going to an event.
Like, don't get me wrong, I will walk out of the house and go get groceries in freaking sweatpants, and like, I totally vibe with sweatpants, and like, we could totally have sweatpants on. But like, if we're going to do something, like, just brush your hair. Like, just, you know? Like care about yourself.
Okay.
Hygiene. Like,
is it embarrassing if they can't drive and you have to Uber everywhere?
No, because, well,
or like have your mom drive you. Like,
okay, yeah, I hate that.
And let's say 16. Only 16 and up, because like then you, like, obviously if you're 15 you can't have your license.
Yeah.
So just put yourself in a 16-year-old mind.
I always told myself I didn't want to date until I could drive a certain way, or until the other person could drive, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's not bad if you can't, or you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's a problem. It's actually quite funny that you can't drive, but I don't say that it's like annoying, but I would rather one of us be able to drive, so it didn't have to be our mom. Like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's
if we
weird
were like,
with your mom. I can't drive and I'm 18.
I can't drive and I'm 16.
Well,
I'm 15, I'm not 16. I'm gonna be 16. Ew, that was weird that I said that.
Okay, question 10, last question. Are we ready?
Yeah.
This one's important.
Okay.
Would you rather have a good-looking guy who treats you bad, or an ugly guy who treats you well?
Ugly guy who treats you well.
Okay, what if the bad isn't so bad? It's just like slightly toxic.
No.
No toxic at all.
Well, okay, we all have our,
like,
we all have
ugly, but.
I don't care. One thing I've always said is looks has always been something that doesn't matter to me. And in previous talking relationships, it hasn't been. But, I don't know. I just feel like the tiniest things piss me off when it comes to like just disrespect in that way of a relationship. Like, I don't know, like the littlest things of like inconsistency and this and that, like, I don't know, it pisses me off. So I would rather him be like, you know, wanting a relationship instead of like on and off wanting his hose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would rather an ugly guy over someone who's good looking and then like treats me bad. Like, what would you say? Sage wants a pretty girl.
That's hard. It depends how toxic it is, honestly.
Sage! We don't want toxic in our life.
No, just kidding, just kidding. I'd probably pick the ugly person. The ugly girl over, oh, not my tripod. Over a good looking girl. Just because it would just be horrible and you'd probably break up anyway, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you can always help him out with the style. You can always help him, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay. Look at us go. That wasn't as scary as I thought.
I felt like the questions weren't too bad.
No, but they were kind of scary.
They weren't
that bad, but like they still were.
Yeah.
Ow.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm getting trapped in this car. I cannot breathe. It's so hot. Anyways, make sure you follow and subscribe to Gianina's journey. And follow her.
I hate you.
Follow her journey on Fame. Anyways, subscribe.
Sage.
Love
Subscribe,
you.
it's not that hard.
Goodbye.
Bye.